Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to a little bit of a change of pace, a little bit of an experiment here, where we are going to try to play some Warhammer 40,000 Darktide together. We were talking about like games and genres that Amabel had sort of missed out on, and we realized that she's never played anything in the sort of like Left 4 Dead team horde mission based shooter sort of mode, and we decided to play this one because we could sort of tackle it together. Neither of us have ever played it before, and I very much like the previous games this company put out, the Warhammer Fantasy Vermintide series. So this is going to be like that, except it's 40k, so everyone's evil and everything's a goddamn nightmare all the time.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some vibes from the 3-hour prologue tutorial we played, where it's like, oh wow, yeah, this is just.
Here's the thing, like for some reason, everybody who wants to make a 40k video game wants to make the characters part of the Imperium of Man. And the Imperium of Man is in a setting full of factions that could charitably be described as the bad guys. The Imperium of Man is the worst, probably the worst one. I don't know why. It's like, I think the draw is just like the vibe is very strong. It's a very intense vibe, but like they are definitely a horrifying, I mean, whatever. It is like,
Yeah,
it is vibes, and we're gonna be just jumping in here. We only know a little bit about the game. Like Amabel said, we just played the tutorial, which was not 3 hours, but it was a hell of a lot longer than it needed to be. So we're just gonna pick a mission here and get going. We got some icons. I don't know what they mean. Primary access, or primary objective espionage. Primary objective assassination. Let's try, you know what? Let's try a real simple one. We're just going to go in for this strike mission, no secondary objectives. Let's just start a fight with somebody.
okay.
So we can get the hang of the basics here. So
All right.
I am playing a zealot. Y'all can the viewers can all see the character that I've built, who looks good and normal and strong. Here's Amabel, the psyker.
The Psyker, yeah. Well, this is actually my first this is my first experience with Warhammer 40k, or Warhammer proper, really. Other than Blood Bowl, I don't really know anything.
Okay, that Skull is our superior officer, I believe. All right, we're going to get down there. We're going to be pointed in the general direction of violence, and we're going to commit that violence. Okay, here's some bots that are hanging out with us, I guess. Welcome to the team, friends. I got a ranged weapon and a big axe. I don't know what your deal is.
I got a big sword and a ranged weapon.
All right. Check out the architecture. This is what I'm talking about when I say vibes right here. This bench is kind of like the whole situation.
All right, let me come look at that bench with you. Where are you at? Okay, hang on.
I mean, I think all the benches are the same, but this is the canonical bench now.
Okay. I'm on the bench.
Amabel,
Yeah.
that is most unbecoming behavior. Standing on the Emperor's bench. I should have my gun out.
So this whole God Emperor thing, like, I'm getting very strong, getting the ninth vibes a little bit.
Very seemly.
Yeah.
But scratch the surface and there's something nasty beneath.
Yeah, there's definitely some inspiration was taken there.
Frittered away by callow men. I pray that our labors will restore the glories of old.
We shall triumph this day, kindred.
Hold the Emperor close in your heart and proceed to the Enclave Barros Skylink.
The Skylink.
Got it.
I know where that is. Who says I don't know where that is? Where are we going? Y'all aren't just following me, right? Because I don't know.
I am just following.
Okay. Have a look around. Explore the surroundings a bit, because somebody's gonna have to figure out where it is we're supposed to go, and it might not be me. I mean, this looks promising. Yeah. I see the questionably living, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, well please don't shoot me in the back while you're all doing that. There we go. Here's how we do things for the Emperor. What are you guys... Okay. Well,
Oh, wait, you're a friend. Okay.
we've discovered the old Shrine Street. Okay, the key here is don't take damage, but do deal damage.
Forward into the unknown.
It's the basic essence of these games.
A fine night for slaughter, so it is.
Oh, Saint Messalina must weep to see Tertium so assailed.
So at a very simple level, you have sort of like two health pools, right? You have your toughness, which is the smaller health pool that sits at the top of your health meter, and then you have your actual health, which is below that. Toughness is essentially like a shield of combat skill that regenerates quickly, as long as you can find a way to get out of combat. Damage to your toughness is more relatively permanent. So if you find yourself getting overwhelmed, don't be afraid to bounce out until your toughness replenishes. These guys are a little tougher, huh? We have a little like step dodge that we can perform if you press jump while pressing any direction other than forward. You use that to step out of melee attacks. You got your block, of course. And you got the ability to push enemies. Buy yourself a second to get a swing in, or take a step back and maybe switch weapons if that's where you're at. I'm not sure if that's really relevant here. Yeah, that sounded like a more serious problem. I'm gonna fall back to my friends here. Might have gotten a little exposed. Alright, just control the doorway. They can't chop through us all at the same time. If they're going to chop through somebody, make sure they're getting through the bots first. There we go. See, this is what teamwork does. So this is like a core element of these games, is that you are horrifically overwhelmed, right?
Yeah. Oh, that guy's a bomb. I don't like that.
Get away from him. Ooh. Okay. Well, I tried not to shoot you. I'm pretty sure I didn't shoot you, but I did shoot the bomb when it was kind of close to you, so I do apologize for that.
That man was a bomb. I didn't like that.
Yeah, the fiends are bad news here. Concentration stims.
Yeah, so
we got
tell me
some
about the
chest.
faction that we're fighting. Are they a faction? Like, is that if you're playing a Warhammer
we're fighting.
game,
I think we're fighting people. So if you have a look at the stuff daubed on the ground here, we're having. I think we're up against people who have been corrupted by chaos at this moment. And if you notice, a lot of them are missing sort of a lot of skin, and I think we're more or less big evil zombie fiend man kind of territory.
Okay.
So basically what I'm saying is don't feel too bad about the violence. We're not good guys, but they're also definitely not. Nothing. Yeah, that guy's doing something I don't care for.
Here, breathing.
Yeah. I just killed some kind of guy with a big gas mask and a very dangerous looking weapon. So, like I was saying, these games come from a sort of a horror context, right? The core of the genre is trying to survive during a zombie apocalypse kind of vibes. So you're expected to be overwhelmed by very large numbers of individually quite inferior enemies.
Get to the friggin' stairs!
You got guns and melee weapons, and mostly the enemies are in melee, although this gun is breaking the formula a little bit in that we do have gun shooting type problems.
The mutant.
They just don't want to let me get any kills at all. Oh, Amabel, you're off by yourself a little bit. I'm coming.
Yeah, I don't mean to do that.
You're okay. Notice when you're looking around, you can see us through like the markers to represent us through walls and stuff. So it's,
Stay together! Let's get this mission done!
Wait, where'd everybody go? There you
we're
go.
all right with you.
Okay.
I think because I'm sort of team leader, the bots are sticking to me. I don't need this.
Glorious days
Actually, maybe I
lie
do need
before
this.
us. We feel our
Hey, Amabel, why don't you come to me?
service to the God Emperor.
Where are you?
With each trial ahead,
You see this thing?
felt worthy of the God
Oh,
Emperor.
well, hold
Yeah.
on. Let's fight enemies
The
first.
mechanism's power
We'll
is
worry about that in a second.
restore it to life.
All right, they're trying to get clever on us. I have to say, I'm enjoying the more sort of tactical elements of this one. The enemies being a little bit smarter than like just zombies, and having their own real weapons means we have more to worry about.
We have feared no longer.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Pathetic!
Oh,
Okay.
thank you very much. I'm
So yeah, now we know there's a guy with a huge flamethrower that shows up sometimes. So yeah, that machine will it will restore you to
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. Something I have anxiety about is that I'm still like you're used to moving around 3D spaces with wads and
Yeah.
I am not.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing I am worried about. I'm definitely going back to my axe here. Is I went through. We spawned in and I had like 500 ammunition, and I was like, "Oh, sick! We're just gonna be able to kind of like free fire whatever." I've already gone through most of it, so let's try to be quick and careful here. We know we're going that way. I'm totally leading us in the wrong direction. I apologize.
There they
So
are.
yeah, you expect to be overwhelmed. Expect to have to fight a lot of kind of crummy enemies. But then on top of that, there is also I'm getting shot from below.
Oh.
On top of that, it is a real staple of the genre that there will be some special enemies that have, greater powers and often are designed to be fought in groups. People work together to take them down, and they can often easily incapacitate any single player. All right, y'all. I think we got to go this way. So yeah, okay, those flamethrower guys, they're very noticeable on approach. They're real big, and they have the flamethrower tanks sticking out over their heads. All right, try to get over these stairs down here.
There's some ammo over here if you need some.
Ooh, Well,
Oh, there was.
yeah, I can still access that. Thank you. That's very helpful. One thing I will say, sweetie, is it's a good thing is if you start feeling overwhelmed, block with your melee weapon and
Yes,
do that push.
Yeah.
In most of these games, the push is omnidirectional. It'll just kind of bounce everybody off of you.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
Where's the Groot gone?
Give you a second to breathe.
Lord, kill
Ah,
the
bloody hell.
blackguard.
Reload. Okay.
Bomber's dead.
So I'm down on the level below y'all. I don't know if you can see.
Okay.
And I think you need to get over here. I'm pretty sure this is where we're going. And I could use a little support.
I don't know where that. Okay, there you are. Maybe. Wait, where are you?
I'm down those
Wait,
stairs.
did I go the... Okay.
Get ye gone.
There you are. Okay.
Yep, over here, I think.
By the seats. I have it.
All right, I found the batteries. Now we got to get back up the stairs, and I'm gonna ask y'all to sort of guide me up there if you can, because I gotta
Yeah.
carry the battery. Ow. Or you can carry the battery if you want. What do you think?
I don't want to carry the battery. No,
Okay.
I feel like I let it all down.
Ow. Okay. I got it then. Just keep the way clear. Oof.
I'm trying. Wait, where are they? There they are.
Yeah, it's those, the shooty ones are the big problem. Alright, thank you. I'm gonna try to make it up this side here.
Okay.
You be a sacred slayer, Templar.
The Emperor's strength was in me.
Good. Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
I'm healing.
Alright, almost there.
Foxwalker, it's gonna explode.
Oh, he sure is. Okay.
Hey, where are you? You're over here.
I'm alright. I'm narrowly alive. Oh, we need another battery.
Eat ammo, kindred. In the God Emperor's name.
Okay.
Glory be amid
So- The ranged enemies
losing too much blood.
can't really fight in range very well if you are meleeing them,
Yeah.
which is wonderful, and I appreciate you doing your best to be a problem for the ranged enemies. I see you on that.
I'm trying. Oh, you're down there now. Okay. Oh no!
Be more careful.
Is the bot getting you?
Yeah, the bot got me. Yeah,
Alright,
I
I'm
did.
grabbing this battery. Wow, good shot. Alright.
The God Emperor will preserve us.
Oh, this is ugly. I'm gonna try to get around this side of the thing here.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, I think this is the last battery. Yeah, all the other cells are powered.
The Emperor is with us. Already the mechanism pumps with power.
That's a fair number of dudes, huh?
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm on
so
fire again.
my class's thing is I have this charge that imbues my next melee strike with some extra properties and also gives me back, I think, a chunk of my toughness. So I'm using that to try to try to bully these crowds of lesser enemies.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, the Skylink is lowered. But the doors aren't opening. Right, so we have to wait until the rest of the enemies are dead. Our current objective is survive. Okay. There we go.
Trial is ended. The next begins. Meet it with glad heart.
Anything on my gun? A little bit. Oh, our man is getting... There we go. And the clever among you will notice my zealot's cries are very similar to the cries of a chaos zealot. Almost indistinguishable, really. What's that about?
A marvel of human ingenuity. Reaching
Oh, that's a
to the
grenade.
skies for
Ow.
the glory of the God Emperor.
There are worse hive cities in the Imperium, at least so I'm told.
That guy definitely sees me. Surprise! I thought he saw me.
Ammunition for holy.
Oof. Alright, I got a little overwhelmed.
Help me!
So the good news is the bots definitely don't seem to just be sticking to me. The bad news is you can't res people very effectively while getting your head chopped off. Chop. Boy, these guys are armored to hell. Okay. I'm taking this ammo.
All stragglers now. Let's
I
get
have
it
declared myself the most in need. Oh, okay, we gotta find this Aegis station. This way, you think? Alright, all you gotta do is really clunk him on the noggin
That
enough
guy's
times.
head.
Well done. Saved my life.
Engage!
How are you doing on ammo?
I have 15, 2015 is what's telling me.
Here, grab some bullets. I've taken the last couple of ammo stashes. I'm being greedy. Alright, well, this isn't what we needed, but it was nice to find some bullets. Ooh, maybe up here. I mean, this looks like something of interest.
Hear that? I want a nice tight formation.
Okay, try to stay up here. We got big incoming is that sound.
No turning back now.
And I think we have a pretty good position here. So we also recover some toughness just from being in sort of unit cohesion. As long as we're close to each other, we're recovering. Okay, you have like a wave of
When the maggots
force
come out.
thing.
That's pretty gross. What's that?
You have like a wave of force
Yeah,
thing you do.
it's on
That's pretty
flip-flop
handy.
right now, but I've been using it to crowd control
Yeah.
as best I can.
Try to-
This is
Try to keep an eye out. We don't want to advance too far because they're definitely going to crawl up this busted bit. All right,
yeah.
I think we're ready to move
Okay.
forward. Yeah, try to use like the intensity of the soundtrack as a little bit of an indicator of the intensity of the gameplay. some of these guys are tough. Well, I think I'm finding currencies mostly. What's this? Celerity stims? I haven't been using any stims, but it seems like a useful thing to have.
Oh, you can only have one of them at a time.
Yeah.
What does celerity do?
Well, I imagine it increases your movement or combat speed, or possibly both.
Time to
Okay,
heal
I'll
up,
get
kindred.
that. I don't know how to use it though. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. Wait, where's everybody going? I get so mixed
Medicate
around.
station.
Yeah, I've gone over to here. There is a Medicaid station. I'm actually gonna take a hit. How about this?
A lot of our humans. Tolerate them for as long as they prove useful. While the Tide's chamber recognizes them, I tolerate them. Should that change, I'll purge them like the blasphemies they are.
Is that you causing people's heads to explode?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Help, dog. Dog is on me. Thank you. Bad dog. So yeah, that's a very classic thing of this genre, like an enemy who can pounce and instantly remove someone from combat. And the only way to get them off is for somebody else to come along and swat them away.
Okay.
So the games have a lot of sort of teamwork enforcement
It emphasizes
mechanisms.
the teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ammunition stash.
All right, that's a lot of ammo.
More heretics approach. I can feel them.
Alas, that we have no time to enter the archive. Perhaps another time.
There's a lot of men with guns. I'm trying to keep their attention on me, but I may have overcommitted on that one. I gotta say, this is not a very impressive weapon, this sort of like crummy hatchet. But it's getting the job done, I guess. That sound, yeah. That's what I was thinking. It sounds like somebody trying to light a thing. Okay, you really got it there. I'm coming.
Scout troopers down!
Okay. That was a brave approach, Amabel.
Swiftly now.
We've got trouble.
Surprise!
Without Reba Consora, the Galatine Rift campaign would have ended in disaster.
Engagement protocol! Camera 1, sir! Eyes open, comrades!
Holy hell. Okay. There's a lot of dudes all of a sudden.
By the God, Emperor.
Alright. So yeah, you also have some grenades. I know every class has different grenades, and I don't know what yours do. Mine create this sort of like stun, almost like flak-like effect. So good to throw into a large crowd of enemies, but by the time the enemies are upon you, definitely too late. You gotta have some strategical foresight.
Mid station. The God Emperor blesses us.
This station ready to serve.
Can we encourage Dorfan to use this? Because he's pretty fucked up.
Dorfan, come
Yeah.
over here. Dorfan.
I don't know how to make the bots. We care about their own survival.
Come
Alright.
over here.
Well, I'll care about my survival then.
Care about mine.
It's alright. Dorfan will see us through.
Grenade.
I'll pick up an extra grenade.
Full.
We get incoming. We get incoming, I say, as I leap into the darkness. Hear the footsteps of something pretty big. Oh, indeed.
Where?
Mutant fall!
I got him.
You got him. Good job.
Yeah, audio is also a pretty big part of these games. You definitely can... You can be prepared for a lot of things that you will never see when you learn the sounds that enemies make.
Hear that? Readying bomb.
That quiet's the sound of fate breathing in before vomiting all over us.
A visceral image, Kindred! One I could have done without.
Were there any justice, all statues to Enix Barros would have been torn down years ago.
Alright, so the game does have some like suppression features and stuff. Oh, watch out for that bomber.
We killed the bomber.
Shooting at enemies makes them less accurate until they can find cover and shoot back at you from a more secure position, and so you can... Oh, jeez. Torn up. Of course, they do the same thing to you. So you can see that suppression effect build up on me sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm getting down there. I can't fight at this range.
Behold the bridge of many martyrs. It is still glorious.
I'm in no mood for a holy death victory, Kindred!
Try to keep the fire coming on. Ah! Damn it. Thank you, Dorfan. I guess it was Baudlarn who did it. Yeah, I think sort of my whole deal is I'm supposed to be trying to keep the incoming fire to a minimum by always being up on top of the enemies. So forgive me if I seem to move pretty aggressively.
Secure this place in Saint Messalina's name.
Alright, there's a device over here that definitely needs to be fucked with. Alright, if we can turn off all of the turrets here. Then our backup can arrive, theoretically. So, you know, it's important to fight and survive and whatever, but also we gotta, to some degree, keep an eye on the objectives.
Let the cry go out. Signal for reinforcements.
Alright, do you see a way of signaling for the reinforcements? Oh, it looks like, okay, there's a radio up there. If we can get our way to the upper ground. Ah, shit. Alright.
That's a fireman. Don't care for that.
Oh, there's a...
Where are
me and Baudlarn are fighting our way toward the radio.
Let's be getting shot down again.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm taking fire from every direction simultaneously here. I just need to get a second. Alright, I've taken down a couple of the big gunners.
I'm seeing it through your point of view now.
Okay, you actually, you all the way died?
Yeah.
Apologies. At the very least, just make him not shoot. That's all I can really hope for. Quickly, medicine. Bullets. This is like the closest thing we have to cover, I think.
Yeah, I can still be rescued, but the bar is almost filled up.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I see. I see where there is a U.
Yeah, they moved me, I think. Strange.
Yeah, so this is a standard mechanic in these games, right? Is that if you are defeated, you don't actually die right away. You go into this down state so that people can save you, because again, emphasis on teamwork. And then if you do get properly all the way down, you spawn somewhere ahead in the level for your teammates to rescue. Having lost, you know, whatever gear you had accumulated and some percentage of your ammo and whatever. But again, because it's all about emphasizing the teamwork.
You in the dick! Dick shot! Oh my god, I'm down again.
There's some kind of heavy fucking... Okay, I got him. You are in the middle of a lot of fire. Oh, there's snipers everywhere. Okay, so I'm coming back to you guys. I tried to make a move and it did not work out. Dorfan, I got you, buddy. I got you. There we go. I would never let Dorfan die. So my gun is not very good at long range. And we have some like sniper type enemies over here. Or at least some people who are better at fighting at long range than I am.
Oh, god damn it.
Getting a bit lonely out here.
Alright, I'm going for it.
No more snipers!
That's pretty good. I'm trying to distract this big guy. He's actually mostly just running from me. Oh, never mind. He figured out that he could just kick my ass. Oh,
I blew up his head.
thank you very much, because I was having a lot of trouble with that. We need to get on top of the thing that we're under right now. Okay.
Okay.
This way, this way. Ooh, easy. The thing about video games is... Oh, Amabel, where are you going? You ran past the...
Oh, okay.
Come here for prayer.
Oh.
Ooh, easy.
This is the first mission.
That was the lowest difficulty they got, yeah. You know, okay, I see the look on your face. But a thing I want you to recognize is also we are as weak as it is possible for characters to be. We were level 1, we had no equipment, we had just like the most basic possible items. We're gonna get new and better weapons and stuff. We're gonna get, yeah, look at this, look at the stuff we're unlocking. We're gonna get skill points. We're gonna be able to improve our character's abilities. And look at these, you know, currencies and stuff. We got plasteel because I found plasteel there in the world. For some reason,
how many kills did you get?
The Emperor gave me an auto pistol. I don't know. I'm still like counting stuff up.
Okay. Because they had it at the top of the screen for me, and I want to know how many you have.
Oh, I didn't see. I mean, it's in the footage, but I was too busy looking at all the things we were earning. Amabel, I think I have a gun that actually can harm enemies at range. The gun I had was just like this little short muzzle, just kind of like spray weapon. I'm being summoned to the Strategium. More cinematics. This game has a lot of this stuff.
Okay, let me go to my Armory exchange.
Okay.
And what do I get to replace them
Wherever that is.
Dirtbag raw recruits like you. So here's a chance to impress me. You need to give us your best on every damn mission. You understand? I'll be watching you, Acolyte. What does your best look like?
I mean, my best looked like good enough to get the thing done there. And I hardly died at all. Mostly. I mostly kind of sometimes hardly died.
I would love it if it told me where the armory is, so I can switch my weapons.
There is a marker on the HUD.
Ah, there we are. Okay, I just kept running past it. Oh, another cutscene. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I would say that this is a AAA game, but it definitely has AAA sensibilities.
Before we started, I had to download the game.
An operative
Well, of course.
And it took like an hour to download, and this is why.
So we use
These
whatever
fucking
we can get
cutscenes.
our hands on.
I don't care.
I've cleared you for access to the Armory exchange. From there, you can requisition reconditioned weaponry recovered from the
Oh
field.
wait, so
Be sure that you're always carrying the best that's available.
okay, so I unlocked ones, but I have to actually buy them. Okay.
Yeah, you unlocked access to being able to buy stuff.
Looking for a specific weapon type? Put in a request with Quartermaster Brunt, or one of his servitors.
Again,
What
pretty...
you get won't be top of the line, but it should cater to your tastes.
This is a pretty modern way for a game to function. This is not necessarily core to the genre. So let's see here. We could requisition some stuff if we had like a real combat axe instead of my... Wait, is this not... How is this...
Change one of these things too.
So I'm seeing these. I'm assuming these values are like the light. The bars are like the light attack and the heavy attack on the weapons. Or no, the. Maybe it's the state the thing is now and its maximum upgradable value. Inspect. Tell me more. Tell me more. See, a light attack damage. Oh, you know what? It's not clear to me. Boy, they sure have put a lot of information in the game and not made it easy to tell what. Oh, this is cool though. You can actually get the breakdowns of like by the multiple swing, by the different attacks and the attack combos and stuff. You can get a lot of numerical breakdowns for how these weapons work. Anyway, a combat shotgun seems like fun. Sure wish I had that money. Braced autogun. So this is what I have right now, a shredder auto pistol. This thing is just like, what if I just emit sort of a loose cloud of bullets in the direction of my enemies? All right, we'll worry about all this later. It's in Brunt's Armory. Acquire a profane weapon of your choosing. I would love to, but somehow we didn't come out of that money or that mission with very much money, actually. I felt like we were working hard. And I do not feel like we are being fairly rewarded. Okay, I'm not allowed to interact with the Shrine of the Omnissiah. Well, Amabel, that was your first mission in one of these games. What did you think?
I mean, it was very stressful, but like, we did the thing, and we're gonna do another one
Yeah, we'll do a few more.
next episode, I think.
Look at all the stuff we've
Now-
unlocked.
So now I actually opened up because I couldn't know how to compare my weapon to the things in the armory, my
Yeah.
current weapon. So I went out of it, and like, I actually have higher damage with my weapon, my gun presently, than the ones that were available in the gun store. So I feel like I'm glad I didn't spend all my money on that, because that would have been.
Well, I'm assuming the amounts of currency we're currently acquiring are to be considered low.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You pick up different like skins for your weapons as you acquire more mastery with them. That's cool. At this point, we're just kind of like exploring the UI live on camera.
Yeah. Hang on, let me go back into my loadout.
So yeah, this one has 30
Sword.
something.
That's 52,117. Can you remember the numbers 52,117 for me?
Sure. Scintillating
going in.
content.
Going to the armory. Okay, this sword is 144, 144. That's higher. That's better. Combat axe also is higher. What are the numbers asked you to remember?
It's 50 something. I don't know. 52,117.
Okay. Well, 150 is more than
It's certainly
that.
more. Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we do have some skill trees here. With every trust level, you'll bag yourself a new talent point. Points can be allocated and freely reallocated. Okay. All classes start with an ability, a blitz, and an aura. Did you know that? So I have my ability, which dashes forward, replenishes toughness, and next melee hit is a guaranteed crit and with bonus damage. My blitz is my stun grenade. Okay. And then my aura is plus 7.5 toughness damage reduction for you and allies in coherency. Okay, so everybody standing around me loses toughness more slowly. That's neat. Damage and melee backstab hits. So you can see there's kind of like a lot, right?
Yeah.
There can be
Yeah,
a lot going on in these games. Ooh, I like this. Rewards for standing near a lot of bad guys. That's good fun. The tree. Oh, the tree does things. And that's talents. Then there's masteries, which is a whole different thing.
Right. I have.
Oh, Amabel. Oh, we stepped into something here.
Okay. Well, you figure out your talents. I'm gonna figure out my talents, and then probably I'm gonna make dinner.
Okay, sure. I have unlocked a cool new frame for my portrait. So I'm going to equip that, and then you'll be able to see that next time we're in battle together. Okay, this is like the cosmetic store. This is where you can spend real world money to buy fancy looking gear if you want to look real fancy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing this.
That's the Commodore's vestures on the menu.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten there yet, but in my tree, so I've chosen the thing. So the warp attack kills where I blow up people's heads.
Yes, yeah, the thing where people's heads are just randomly exploding all around me all the time.
So I spent.
It seems
spent
rad.
2 talent points. So I'm gonna replenish 7.5% toughness when I kill someone with that.
Okay.
And if I do that with an elite or specialist enemy, it applies 3 stacks of Soul Blaze to nearby enemies, causing damage over time. I think that would probably help with some crowd control as well.
Sure. Listen, nobody likes it when their soul catches on fire. That's bad for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Hold on, This is the
I
requisition
don't have any
station over
blessing
here, right?
points. Okay.
This is their requisitorium.
Indeed, praise him.
There we go.
I will do as you wish.
Ooh. Okay, well, this is a new kind of sword. I am definitely interested in experimenting with new kinds of weapons. I am noticing, though, that it definitely has a lot lower actual damage output than the combat axes do. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have a good sense of how to read the values in these bars just yet. I assume as systems continue to unlock, we will get better ideas. Ooh, a las gun? That would be fun. Like, the problem, I think, with the Shredder auto pistol, I think there's a lot of problems with it. It's not a very exciting weapon to use, is what I'll say.
Okay. So I am...
Ooh.
All right.
This seems fancy. There's so much stuff to crawl through the menus and look at, Amabel.
There is.
Not maybe a thing that everybody needs to sit here and watch, but I did want to do at least a little bit of it on camera so that people can see. People who are not familiar necessarily with these games can see.
Yeah. So how common is all this to?
So this stuff is all just like modern multiplayer game stuff. All this like deeply upgradable weapon, these kinds of things are not really what this genre of game is about. Left 4 Dead did not have any of this kind of stuff in it. And you can still make a game, I would argue, that doesn't, and have it, easily be recognizable as a member of this genre. But we kind of got pulled away by all the menus and all the upgrades and whatnot. And I feel like I sort of cut off your answer. How was your experience? Your first experience with a mission in this doomed, overwhelmed with your small group of friends against a superior number of horrifying monster foes?
It was stressful, and I got knocked down a lot. And I feel like that's going to be you absolutely are going to be carrying me through this. And I think we knew that when we decided to do this thing. I would put it in gentler terms, but yeah, I have a lot more experience with these kinds of games than you do. You're here to learn things. You're here to witness the nightmares of modern game design in a variety of ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it right there for this episode. Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. I don't know exactly how many episodes of exploring this we have ahead of us, but I definitely, at the very least, there's 4 classes. There's such a huge variety of weapons. I want to get just a little taste of that breadth at the very least. So come back next time for some more of that. Maybe some new toys, some new environs, and a whole bunch of new ways of dying horribly. And we'll see you then.